right, folks, what's wrong with 5% economic growth or even better? That's subject of today's riff. All right, just to reprise my New Year's message that a Trump economic boom could deliver 5, 6, or even 7% growth. There are numbers out today that are uniformly stronger than even I might have thought. Economists, take note. Mr. Trump knows the economy better than you do. And what's wrong with 5% or better economic growth? I ask you. The Atlanta Fed GDP now for Q4, which you recall was the shutdown quarter, was revised up to 5.4%. How about that? Meanwhile, the productivity of the economy, which is one of the most significant variables, has averaged 4.5% the last 2 quarters. That's output per hour for the non-farm economy, perhaps more importantly, even non-financial corporate productivity. Last 2 quarters, up nearly 4%. So productivity trending around 4 opens the door wide open for 5% plus economic growth. And once again, I want to remind everyone about the greatest story never told, that sinking oil prices, which is positive oil shock, a positive oil shock, which means it's like a big tax cut for consumers and businesses, which is to say Trump deflation is replacing Biden inflation. And you know what? A whiff of deflation from oil after nearly 5 years of COVID Biden inflation is a very big positive for the economy. Democrats absolutely frozen in place and paralyzed over the success of President Trump's economic policies. Supply-side tax cuts, deregulation, drill, baby, drill, free and fair reciprocal trade. As the numbers come rolling in and as Team Trump markets them, the midterm election outlook looks rosier and rosier for the GOP. Treasury man Scott Bessent speaking at the Minnesota Economic Club. Boy, I'm really glad Minnesota has an economic club. Anyway, he reminded folks about the wage and productivity and growth benefits of full expensing for factories, equipment, farm structures. CapEx business investment spending is running plus 12% through the first 3 quarters of last year. But not even he seems to apply the positives of falling oil prices that permeate the entire economy. What's he afraid of? There are going to be some negative CPI prints coming up. That's how important energy is. It's not just gasoline, although that's softening. It's hundreds and hundreds of other prices affected by falling petroleum costs. We've been through this before. Meanwhile, initial jobless claims keep declining on the 4-week average. The trade deficit in October fell by way more than expected. And here's Mr. Trump and his drill, baby, drill, purging communism from the Western Hemisphere in the Trump corollary to the Monroe Doctrine and shifting the nexus of oil power from the Persian Gulf to the Americas, right where it belongs. And that's the riff.